Since the new UK Labour government came to office a couple of weeks ago, they've made many changes to the existing immigration rules. One of such was the proposed changes to various UK visas and new rules to the immigration and asylum system of the United Kingdom. Recently, the government has also proposed new rules that will come into effect from January 2025, which we will look at in this video. So, if you've not already, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell for upcoming updates. Now pay close attention! The UK government has announced that it will stop using the Bibi Stockholm barge to house asylum seekers in January 2025. The barge, which has a capacity of 500 people, was used in July 2022 as a cheaper alternative to hotels. However, it has been criticised by human rights groups for its cramped conditions and lack of privacy. The government says that it will continue to use other forms of accommodation for asylum seekers, such as hotels and hostels. The UK government's decision to cease using the Bibi Stockholm barge to house asylum seekers marks a significant turning point in the country's approach to asylum seekers. This controversial vessel, once hailed as a cost-effective solution to the housing crisis faced by the asylum system, has become a symbol of the UK's fraught relationship with refugees. Introduced in July 2022 as a cheaper alternative to hotels, the Bibi Stockholm barge was designed to accommodate up to 500 people. However, from the outset, the barge faced intense scrutiny. Human rights organisations raised concerns about the cramped conditions, lack of privacy, and potential impact on the mental health of its inhabitants. These criticisms were amplified by incidents such as a Legionella outbreak that forced the evacuation of the barge and a tragic death on board. The barge quickly became a focal point for public debate, dividing opinion between those who saw it as a necessary measure to deter illegal immigration and those who condemned it as inhumane and counterproductive. Protests erupted near the barge, with demonstrators expressing solidarity with asylum seekers and demanding alternative solutions. The government's decision to phase out the use of the Bibi Stockholm in January 2025 is a tacit acknowledgement of the mounting criticism and the logistical challenges associated with the barge. It also signals a potential shift in the government's approach to asylum seekers, with a focus on finding more humane and sustainable accommodation options. While the end of the Bibi Stockholm era is undoubtedly a positive development, it is essential to remember that the underlying issues surrounding asylum seekers in the UK remain unresolved. The asylum system is still overburdened, and the government faces the challenge of finding suitable accommodation for a growing number of people seeking refuge. The decision to abandon the barge presents an opportunity for the UK to rethink its approach to asylum seekers and to prioritise compassion, dignity, and human rights. It is crucial that the government invests in long-term solutions that address the root causes of forced migration, provide adequate support to asylum seekers, and promote integration into society. The UK's treatment of asylum seekers has far-reaching implications, both domestically and internationally. As a wealthy and influential nation, the UK has a responsibility to set an example for other countries in terms of its approach to refugees. By ending the use of the Bibi Stockholm barge and adopting a more humane and compassionate asylum policy, the UK can demonstrate its commitment to upholding the principles of human rights and international cooperation. Only time will tell whether this decision marks a genuine turning point or simply a temporary respite from the challenges facing the asylum system. However, it is clear that the UK must move beyond short-term fixes and develop a comprehensive and sustainable strategy for supporting asylum seekers. As the government grapples with the complex and politically charged issue of asylum policy, the decision to abandon the Bibi Stockholm barge represents a significant shift in its approach. However, the true test will be whether the government can develop and implement a more humane and effective solution to the ongoing housing crisis facing asylum seekers in the UK. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for upcoming updates.